on my way now. I'm on my way now. I'm on my way now.
Well, welcome to Halifax, Nova Scotia, everyone. We're here in the summer, which is arguably the best time to be in this beautiful city, and we're home.
We're home. It's been quite a few months since we were here. We've driven around, we walked around a little bit so far, and it's crazy how much it's changed and developed even in the last little while. So we're wondering, is Halifax now Canada's best city? So for those of you that are new around here, my name is Anna. Trevor is behind the camera. We are the Delightful Travelers, and yes, we just said we are actually from Halifax, but we spent quite a few months traveling. We were in the Dominican Republic for like 8 months. We popped over to Vietnam for a little while, then went to Turks and Caicos, but now we are home in Halifax for the summer.
So that being said, we won't just be in the city, we will be exploring a whole bunch of different spots in Nova Scotia. We have some very exciting things coming up. Can't wait to show you guys. Yes, we'll be going back to our tiny house as well, but how amazing is it just to be out here on a summer's day, seeing all the people enjoying this amazing boardwalk in the city. We love this place. It's so nice to see all these people out enjoying the weather, even though there's not a lot of people right in this spot.
Yeah, this is such a cool area. They've done a really nice job with the waterfront. We'll walk a little bit of it today, but it's areas like this that make Halifax so attractive to people from other places. In case you didn't know, a lot of people from around Canada moved here during the pandemic. I think they continue to move here. And a lot of people are visiting. Something we've noticed in the last couple of years is that when we're traveling, we tell people we're from Nova Scotia, a lot more people know where it is than they used to.
It's funny because Anna and I always joke to ourselves that it's like all of these people moving here just realized Nova Scotia's on the ocean. And obviously I'm being a little tongue-in-cheek here, but we met so many people from Ontario, right?
So many. In the last 2 years, it's like everyone we meet that moved here is from Ontario.
Yeah, so it is an amazing city, and it's awesome that everyone is seems to be figuring this out now, and I think it's attractions. That's what really comes to mind. In the last 20 years, Halifax has changed, and in our opinion, for the better. So this waterfront and the boardwalk specifically is one of our favorite in the entire world. That's a bold statement.
It's not that we've been everywhere, but we have been to a lot of places, and we often go to places that are on the water around the Mediterranean or in Asia or really everywhere in the Caribbean. And this is honestly one of the best waterfronts, like Trevor just said. It's I think about 4 kilometers long, something like that, and they seem to keep adding really neat stuff every year.
Yeah, it keeps getting better and better. There's places to eat, there's different like art installations, and there's some new additions that we're gonna show you right now. This is one of those additions we were talking about. This is the Queen's Marque, and you can see these epic stairs that go right down into the Halifax Harbour. Honestly, it's our favorite thing on the whole entire boardwalk now, but in typical Halifax fashion, there's a little bit of controversy around these amazing stairs.
So we don't want to get too much into this, but as we film this, there's actually a sign saying no swimming. It's because recently there was a problem with like the sewage treatment plant, some sort of failure, but it was just temporary. I think it's better or at least getting better now, and that sign will probably be gone pretty soon. That aside, there's been so many people complaining about these stairs and that people are swimming or like just putting their feet in the water and how gross the water is and saying people are gonna die, and it's just a little bit ridiculous. People swim all over the world. We see people swimming in Amsterdam and Paris, and I'm sure that water's not very clean.
I know, that's just so typical Halifax when people think, but look, people are down there enjoying their time, and I love seeing that.
Yeah, it's great.
I'm just looking at this map here, and this makes me realize just how long this boardwalk is. Even though we're from here and we know the boardwalk really, really well, it's still cool to see when it's kind of right in front of your eyes. But another cool thing that has been happening in the city is there's all these new restaurants that are opening. I mean, some really, really amazing restaurants. And you know us, we're hungry and we're going to eat at one right now.
So we have come over to a place called Cafe Lunette. I think it just opened and it's our first time here. Halifax honestly has a really, really great food scene, and it keeps getting even better. It's something that definitely makes it one of the best cities here in Canada, and I think that's only going to improve over the years as more and more people move here and open up new places. Also, for those of you that watch us regularly, you probably know how much we love brunch, so it's great to see some new places with great brunch menus, which this place happens to have. And of course, we're starting off with our very favorite, a Caesar.
I don't think we said, but we're at a French restaurant, and what I ordered here is the omelet of the day. I'm gonna cut right into it. In this little guy is some tomatoes and arugula, and it looks like there's also some feta cheese in there as well. Ooh, that looks good. Look at this bite. Does this not look like pure perfection for brunch. I'm so happy there's feta on there. I don't think it's set on the menu, but feta and eggs, we all know how that works. It's the best. This is my kind of omelet. I know this place can cook omelets better than I can, that's for sure. I just love the salty feta cheese with the egg, and on top there's also some chives, so it's a bit of a surprise. The arugula, we always say it's like the French fry of the green salad world. We love it. It's a really good omelet overall, and we got a little green salad on the side just to kind of round things out.
So I've gone for the Eggs Benedict, one of my favorite brunch options. This one came with, it's called a Jamon Blanc, or like, I guess, white ham, which I've never seen before, so that's gonna be interesting to try, but let's get into the egg. Oh yeah, perfectly poached egg. And this is on actually a potato roasty rather than an English muffin. Well, let's give this guy a go as it falls off my fork. That's super delicious. I love that it's on a potato roasty. That's actually the first thing you notice. It's really, really, really crunchy, whereas the ham itself is a little slightly salty, but just kind of falls apart in your mouth. And hollandaise sauce is the best.
Well, that was absolutely delicious, but we thought we'd take you guys out and show you some more attractions here around the city. Right now we're on Argyle Street, huh?
Yeah, so Halifax has some really, really great outdoor spaces. Something we think is really important when it comes to making a city feel really fun and livable. So as Trevor said, this is Argyle Street. It's pedestrian only.
Yeah, and it's also full of patios. So there are some people out today, but it's really hot. It's in the 30s, so I think that's why some of the patios are kind of bare. I just love walking around the streets here, especially when there's not too many people on them. But I got a little fun fact for you about downtown Halifax specifically. This is the fastest growing downtown in all of Canada. We know that for sure because we've been working on a really fun project over the summer here in Halifax called Fun Facts, and we're gonna throw to it right now to show you guys what we've been up to, because there's a lot of clips and a lot of little mini videos over there, what you're about to see, that you won't normally find in the vlogs. We're Anna and Trevor, delightful travelers, here with more fun facts in downtown Halifax.
Today we're talking about something really exciting and maybe a little bit unexpected. Bees. So did you know that there are beehives here in downtown Halifax? We're actually on the roof of Scotia Square, where they've recently installed 2 beehives. Today we are back at the Mixed Food Court in Scotia Square, and we're gonna try Korea Garden for the very first time.
The staff here is super nice. They are all smiles, and the food smells out of this world. Now, we are no stranger to Korean food at all. Usually we go for bibimbap when we eat Korean food because it's one of our favorites, but today they highly suggested we try this magical looking thing. That is just perfection. It's like a little perfect piece of chicken coated in deliciousness. This is an absolute must if you're coming to the Mixed Food Court here in Scotia Square. You have to try this, trust us. I've never had anything like this. It's so, so good.
Also, the harbour here is quite deep and open year-round, and there are railways connecting Halifax with the rest of Canada and the United States. Fun little fact for you, a lot of people immigrated through here to the United States.
What did you find over here?
Oh, all the latest tech. No, actually, can you imagine having to process 1 million people, I guess, with a typewriter?
Yeah, speaking of typewriters, look at this thing. I don't know what it is about old typewriters, but I just find this absolutely fascinating to look at.
So this project is being presented by Scotia Square. If you want to see more, if you want to learn more about Halifax, we're filming all sorts of stuff. Quick little videos, it's a lot of fun, and you'll probably learn some fun facts as well. We'll put the link in the description below for the website.
So some of you might recognize the space we're in right now. We're actually back in our condo trying to get organized. Right now things are a little bit of a mess. You can see the desk here. We have some items back here. We're trying to get organized and honestly like declutter a little bit, because we'll eventually be setting off again on another adventure somewhere in the world. So now's the time when we get back to kind of get organized. Anna's over here in the living room.
I've got something to show you guys.
I don't know if you can hear, but we got something to show you. So a package showed up for us, and it's a very special package because we've been waiting for this for a long time.
It's our Silver Creator Award from YouTube. It's for 100,000 subscribers. How exciting.
So this, yeah, it means the world to us. It's funny, it's kind of mirror-like, so you guys can't really see it, but this wouldn't have happened without all of you.
You guys.
That's it in a nutshell. Thank you to each and every one of you, all 100,000. Well, we're past that now. I know we did a live video when we got to 100,000 probably a month or so ago.
More a few months ago now, but of course we were away. It arrived while we were, I think, in Dominican Republic or Vietnam or somewhere. Anyway, now we got it. Where are we
Yeah.
gonna put it?
That's a great question because
Okay.
we're usually traveling and
No,
we
we
rent
rent our
out
places.
so, but anyway, it's just cool that YouTube even does this, and we don't, make these videos for the awards. And the next one I think is 1 million. So I don't
Probably never get
probably never get there. But this is cool. This is so cool. And again, we just wanted to thank you guys. I know some of you've been asking, like, where is your award? Where is it? Did you get it yet? We have, and we're pretty happy about it. We're gonna take you guys outside here and give you an update on the building across the street from us because you might recall this was a lot smaller last time.
So since we've been talking about how quickly or how fast Halifax is growing, development is obviously a big part of that. We have this new building going in across the street from us. I know people feel really bad for us because we have this beautiful waterfront view. We knew when we bought our condo that we were going to lose the view. But I think it's going to be a really cool building. It's called the Canard.
Yeah, but speaking of views, we're not going to lose the view entirely. Like,
No.
we're going to have all that. And then if I turn this way, you're going to have you can see right out to the sea there. But I don't think they'll be able to see that on the camera. But we still love this spot.
Yeah, it's the perfect spot. We're directly downtown. We couldn't be in a better location. Like Bishop's Landing is just down the street from us. So many great restaurants and everything over there. And then this new building, I think they've already booked a whole bunch of places for it. So it's going to be pretty cool.
And of course, the boardwalk is just right there.
Literally right there.
So if any of you are curious about our condo and you're hoping that we're going to do a tour, we've done that in other videos. So we'll link it on the screen somewhere, I think up here, and you can check that out because we've certainly done that, especially when the pandemic was happening.
Yeah, when we first moved in, we also did a fair bit of, nothing major, but added some few things, did some minor changes, and I think we did a big tour of the place.
Yeah.
I should say a little tour. It's not a very big condo.
Yeah, it's like 500 and some square feet, but we like small spaces and being organized and decluttered. But we probably should give you guys a little bit of an update on what to expect in this Nova Scotia series coming up, huh?
Yeah, so we're home for a couple of months. It's not going to be like a super long series. We'll probably do, I don't know, what do you think, like 6 videos or something
Probably
like that?
about that, something around that number.
Okay,
And-
but coming up next, something so exciting,
oh
and
yeah.
it's very, very big.
It's very, very big, and we're going to be on an island.
A private island.
A private island. It's very luxurious, and I might as well just slightly spoil it, at a multi-million-dollar place.
Mansion that you can actually stay in, so stay tuned. That's going to be the next video. We're
Yeah.
going to be giving you a full tour of this amazing place that we're going to stay at.
Just for the record, we've never done anything quite like this, what you're
Yeah.
about to see. So that's exciting. We'll be hanging out there for a short period of time. Who knows? We might have a couple of videos. We're not quite certain on that yet. But then, for all of you wondering that have been following along about our tiny house, yes, we're going back to the tiny house.
Of course, we'll do a couple of videos there as well. We're spending a few days there, here and there throughout the summer, so
Yeah.
I'm excited to finally get back there. It's actually moved. If you've been following along in recent videos, we moved it from where it was last year outside of Inverness. Now it's at the very top of Cape Breton, an area
Yep.
called Dingwall, like right in the Cape Breton Highlands. So amazing.
Yeah, we'll make sure to give you an update on the whole process of the move when we get to that video. But for those of you that have been following along on Instagram, you probably got some sneak peeks of this
Sure.
already. So make sure to follow us on Instagram. If you're not already, you'll find some kind of, especially stories of what we do, but in the moment, kind of real time things. But of course, don't worry, YouTube's always going to be our main jam. But after this series, we definitely will be taking off again. You're going to have to stay tuned for that because we've got some big ideas on where to go next.
Yes, there's going to be a lot of travel. Probably more than there's ever been.
I think more than there's ever been.
Yeah.
So let us know what you guys think about Halifax. Is it Canada's best city? We certainly think it's in the running for it. That's
I think
for sure.
it definitely is. It's maybe up and coming next big city or next great city, I should say.
Yeah, I just love that the city now has that reputation and it's a destination for not only other Canadians but international travelers. It's so cool,
Absolutely.
given that we're from here and we're just kind of proud of that in general.
Yes, and also if you're watching this because you're really interested in Halifax or maybe because you're from Halifax or you just want to find out more, don't forget about Fun Facts. We will link that below because there's going to be so much content over there. You'll probably go and learn a few things about Halifax.
Yeah. Now, if you're new around here, it's Trevor and Anna, delightful travelers. Make sure to click subscribe, leave us a comment, heck, share the video, hit that like button. It probably means you like the video if you got this far, but we just appreciate everyone watching, of course, all you regular viewers as well. We wouldn't be here without you in the first place, but I think now we're gonna continue trying to organize our lives.
Yeah, we got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, and we're gonna leave you guys here, but we can't wait to share the next video with you.
All right, guys, that's it.
From Halifax, wishing you delightful travels.
See you soon.